Hi, and welcome to Whitson Refrigeration Studios. I'm here with Sarah Whitson, also known as team owner of Laporta Potty. Now, Sarah, glad to have you with us. You've been one of our members since the very beginning. You've been with us for 5 years. You seem to be one of the participants who gets a little more into it. I don't think you ever, that I recall, use the auto draft option. Uh, what I think everybody wants to know is, aside from fantasy football, are you a true NFL fan?
It's definitely been growing. Fantasy definitely got me more involved with just watching football every week. I've been a Packers fan since I was like 10 or 11. And so I've always watched football, but once I started watching or doing fantasy is when I switched to like doing Red Zone every week and watching games on top of that too. So it's just been growing.
Let's talk about last year. You had the number one draft pick. Um, I think we all know you drafted Christian McCaffrey with your number one pick. How many weeks did he last?
I don't even think, I think maybe one or two, but like after week one, he didn't even perform well and was questionable after that. So it was like pretty much rolling downhill the whole season.
So
And
if
then he
you
came back one time. He was
off
in
the
for like three plays and then limped off the field. It was crazy. I started him in everything.
okay. All right. So if you had, would you have taken another chance on Christian McCaffrey this year?
No. I still think whoever got him, I didn't look to see, but sorry, he's going to be out in a week or two.
I,
That's my big prediction
I
for
don't know.
fantasy. He could
All
be
right.
up. Someone could drop him this week and I wouldn't pick him up.
I would. All right. Well, this week you are undefeated so far. Well, you're involved in the biggest game of our fantasy season so far, number one versus number two. Are you nervous at all about this week? Did you prepare any differently?
I did move some players around. I can't remember exactly what I did. I've been messing around with defenses too. A big strategy for me is trying to pick a defense every week that's playing a really bad team offensively. So it kind of gives me like an edge right away. But I think I got really lucky last week playing Leah because we both had horrible weeks. So I don't even know how I'm at number
Oh,
two
that's
right now. I
true.
got like
Y'all did.
80 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I told Leah we were just seeing who could like lose the worst. It wasn't even a game about winning. It was about who could lose the hardest. So, I ended up winning somehow. So here I am. But I didn't really prepare any differently other than trying to get the best roster I could. But I do that every week.
Okay, Sarah, let's talk about the rest of the league right now. Who do you think has the best chance of finishing near the top, finishing first? I mean, last 2 years it's been the same person, but she's 0 right
Um,
now.
yeah, I don't know. I know Ryan's already lost a game, but I liked his lineup. Just because Josh Allen and he has Christian McCaffrey too. Oh my goodness, he's the one who picked him up. I would say he has a really good roster. And again, he's already lost, but I think he's going to come back and do really well this season.
Out of all those teams, last year you were the dumpster fire. You finished last. Who do you think will finish last this year?
I think Amanda, unfortunately, with the injuries, is going to have a really tough time
Really?
bouncing back. I think,
So you think this might
yeah.
be a first to worst year for Amanda, and then you think that Ryan might come out number one. So the championship belt stays in Portland.
I mean, I predicted Bills Super Bowl. They've been like crazy this year, so Ryan betting on Josh Allen, I think will take him places.
If our fantasy league of 14 owners broke into 6 teams, that means that there are 6 teams of two and a third people. So, and you had to pick your team, okay? So it would be you, one other full person, and then a third of a person. Who is worth taking the whole person and who is worth taking just a third?
Gosh, I keep talking about Ryan, but I would definitely pick Ryan as my full person. He plays in other fantasy leagues too, and from what I understand as well. So I would pick him.
Okay.
And then for another third, um, maybe Jesh. He's on the waiver wire most
Shesh.
weeks and seems to pay pretty close attention. So I feel like that could be an asset to me.
Hmm. I like it. Okay. If Whitson Family Fantasy League had unlimited resources, where should the next fantasy draft take place?
Well, it would be where I want to go on vacation. So French Polynesia, somewhere, Tahiti. We can
No.
swim with sharks like you've always wanted.
Okay. Well, that'd be fun. Yeah, I'm sure you get a lot of people into that. This one I came up with myself. If you were to pick an NFL player or coach that you wanted to move in next door to you, who do you think would be a good who do you think would be a good neighbor? Who would you want to move in next door to you?
Well, if I like wanted to party, I think I would do like Gronk. If we could do retired players too.
Yeah, why
But
not?
if
That's
I
a
was
great answer.
doing, yeah, I think after a few nights, I would be over it though. And then maybe who's the tight end for the 49ers?
Kittle?
I think Kittle, if it was just like every day, because he seems pretty like relaxed. And then if I wanted to party, Gronk.
Good answers. I got a
Who would you pick, Clay? Why'd you raise your eyebrows?
it would be since we're doing retired
Christian
players.
McCaffrey.
I know I was at kind of a man crush on JJ Watt. So he is a Texan. I thought he seemed like a nice guy. Um, I you know I was a big JJ Watt fan during his active years. If I were to pick a current player, for some reason, I don't know why, but Russell Wilson keeps in my head. Like he's older, I'm older.
I
He's
was gonna say Russell Wilson for you, and he little families. Yeah, you guys can just hang out,
he's got a family,
throw the
he's
football
like it could
around.
still be fun, but we could still like, bond over, for kids and stuff like that. So yeah, he'd be a cool neighbor. He wouldn't be too loud. I like Russell Wilson. If your fantasy team was a TV show, what would the title be? Okay.
Maybe like the papers. We're gonna make the papers with how much good press I'm gonna get from all my wins.
Right, right. That's
That was good, right? That's crazy.
okay. All right, Sarah, let's get personal now. Who is the most overrated owner in our league?
I mean, I have to say Corey because he's number one right now, and he's gonna be knocked down a pin this weekend, hopefully.
Whoa.
And then underrated. I mean, I think you, Clay. I think you haven't had a very good start to this season, but you have room to grow.
Hopefully. If you had to trade your best player for a lifetime supply of one snack, if you were to trade Derrick Henry for a lifetime supply of a snack, what snack would you trade him for?
Um, White cheddar Cheez-Its.
Do you have some of those with you right now?
No, I don't buy them because I'll eat the whole box.
If your fantasy team had a mascot, what would it be?
Um, I want to say like a dragon, maybe the one from Shrek, the girly dragon. I kind of like that for my
Oh,
fantasy team.
man, that's a good one. Okay. Which fantasy owner in our league drafts like they're filling out a grocery list while they're hungover?
Or I would say Justin because I don't think Justin has any rhyme or reason other than the vibes when he's drafting.
Who do you think sets their lineup 30 seconds before kickoff every week? Like, doesn't put much, just
Yeah,
last minute. Leah?
I would say Leah and Cody has to prompt her to set her lineup. Like he said his 3 days ago and he's like, Leah, it's 20 minutes before the game starts. Please do it.
If you could give one team, one of our fantasy teams in our league, a new name that better reflects their performance, what would it be?
I would maybe do from hot huddle honey to cold huddle honey because she's at like last place right now. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but
That's a good answer.
sorry, that's all I can think of. That's punny.
Who in the league thinks they're a fantasy genius, but is actually just lucky?
I have to call somebody out. Okay. I guess Cody. Cody spends a lot of time and effort on his roster every single week and has been pretty hot on the waiver wire, but still isn't performing well. So he thinks he knows what's going on and tries to make moves, but it is not paying off.
If our league formed an NFL team just from our league, who would be the head coach?
I feel like you're the commissioner, so that's the easiest answer. You'd have to be the head coach, right? Just assume that next step in your leadership role.
For sure, let's say that. What about the quarterback?
I would say Leah because she's so bossy. If she's not calling the plays, I can't. Who else would?
Uh, who would be the genius offensive coordinator?
I don't know. I mean, let's say Sarah. I think Sarah, I don't know if she comes in with the most knowledge, but I think Sarah would research until she did it. Not myself in third person, Sarah.
Who would be the water boy or water?
I mean, Cody, right? Cody definitely lives to serve, so why not?
Okay. Who would be the trash talker?
Justin, right?
I
Justin
thought
would
I
have
thought
to
it
be.
would be you. I mean, Justin, the trash talker. Yeah,
Justin
Justin.
and I can share.
Who would be the equipment manager?
Oh my goodness. Who else is left? Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay, not Cassie. Sorry, Cassie. I'll give you a better job.
Thank you.
Um, Amanda. Amanda can be the equipment manager.
Amanda's the equipment
Attention to
manager.
detail.
Who would be the practice squad captain?
I guess Ryan. Why not?
Okay. The kicker that misses the game-winning field goal week after week. Who are you going to give that to?
Um, let's just do Caden. I don't know him, so hopefully he can shoulder that burden. Okay. I have to do it. I have to be mean to somebody I don't know. It just makes it better.
All right. Actually, Caden's got one of the best teams out there, so I think he can handle it. Well, Sarah, thanks for joining us. That's all I have for you, and it was great getting to know you a little bit better as a fantasy owner. And best of this year.
You're all going down, fantasy people. Mark your days or count your days because they're few.
A brave stance from Sarah Whitson of Laporta Potty. As always, live from the Whitson Refrigeration Studios. Happy fantasy. Well, I hope you have a great season.
Yeah, you too. I hope you start doing better. I know it's been pretty bleak.
All right. All right. I'm going to stop recording now.